Today I'm going to show you everything related to Avatar Editor. This video is going to take you through all the details required to creating your own custom size avatar. So let's go ahead and get started. The first thing I'm going to do is import an avatar, and you will find our Clo avatars in the library here. We have a number of avatars. They are divided into male V1, V2, female V1, V2, and we have a kid folder and 3D shapes. I'm going to be working in female V2 folder. In case your folder looks a little bit different than mine, don't worry, it's because you are using a different version of Clo. So you will find your avatars either in the female V2 or V1 folder. So to get started, I'm going to import in an avatar. I will be working with Fifi over here. Simple double click and that will import in my avatar into my 3D space. You can see the shadow in the 2D window, and from here on we're going to go ahead and explore the sizes. So the first thing I want to show you guys is the close size folder. This is the default close size folder that you have. And in here you have US ASTM sizes. You have them in Missy, curvy and straight, and then you have the same in petite and in plus size. To import these sizes, you simply have to double click on them and you will see automatically the size of my avatar has changed. I'm just trying a size 14, and you just have to double click to add in these particular sizes. You can also drag and drop them. I'm gonna go ahead and try another size folder. Just simply drag and drop, or you can just double click on either of these size folders. And you'll see your avatar will change according to that particular size. Now we also have Clo maternity avatars, and in these we have the same process that you would for any of the ASTM sizes. You simply click on the maternity folder and go ahead and either drag and drop or double click to add in your maternity avatars. And you'll see automatically Clo will adjust the avatar to create its maternity avatar. So I'm gonna go back to the female default size because I'm gonna explore more in getting a perfect custom size. So double click and now I have my default size, which you would get if you imported any of these avatars. So now that we've explored all the Clo default sizes, I'm gonna show you guys how to create an avatar from a size chart. So over here on the top, we have avatar and then avatar editor. This will open a pop-up box which will have different sets of measurements available in them. We're going to do this point by point, and you'll see your avatar has dotted lines around it. This will highlight based on which measurement you're changing or the one you're selecting. So we're going to start with total body, and here you have the height and the width. Now in the height you have either the total height, the HPS height, or the inseam height. Based on what your size chart has, you can customize it on each of them. HPS height, to see which it is, as soon as you click on that, you'll see it gets highlighted in yellow. So in case you're a bit confused, don't worry, Clo will highlight the measurement for you. I would suggest not to use the total height since the head size of the avatar may vary. It would be better to use either HPS height or inseam height. In case you are customizing any dress form or a dummy, the inseam height works the best. For the width, we have the option of bust circumference and under bust circumference, so you can set that again according to your size chart. We also have the option of changing the measurements, so in millimeter, centimeter, inch, or feet and inch. I'm setting it to centimeters because that is what my size chart is. And now I'm going to change the values, so my HPS height, and you can see immediately the avatar will change to the height value that you put in. I'm now going to go ahead and change my bust circumference. And once this is done, I have the two values that are my total body values. From this, we're going to go ahead to the details. And in that, we have the option of basic. In basic, you'll be able to see that we have three options. You have basic, and then advanced human body, and advanced dress form. Advanced human body is when you're replicating a real life model's measurements, and advanced dress form is when you're replicating a dummy measurements. I'm going to start with basic, and I'm just gonna double check that the value I'm using is centimeter. So this next part is going to be sped up a little as I put in my values. But one pro tip to remember is that when you're adding in your values, always change your height measurements before your circumference measurements. This creates a good workflow for when you want to customize any avatar. You will also notice that you will find a marginal error that will come at the side of your measurement block. This margin of error is used to adjust the appearance and the proportion of the measurements relative to the rest of the body. Now that we've completed the basic measurements, I'm gonna go into advanced human body since I have a few extra measurements on my size chart. So just simply click there and you have advanced human body open. So here again, the same method that we followed before. I'm gonna change all the heights first and then the circumference. I am also only changing the measurements that are extra. The ones that I've already changed in basic, I won't be changing them over here. So only the extra measurements that are in the advanced human body. Now I'm going to move on to advanced dress form because I have a few measurements there as well. In case you do have a dummy measurement that you're following, I would suggest starting with your basic and then moving into advanced dress form for them. So here I have a few measurements such as shoulder drop and the vertical trunk that I'm going ahead and changing. Once this is done, I have all my measurements changed according to my size chart, and you can see my avatar is now based on the size chart and customized according to the size that I wanted. Now I'm going to show you guys how to save it. So it's very easy. There are two ways to save this particular customized avatar. You can either save the size from here, so you have the icon to save it. So you pick a folder and then name your size. It'll save as an AVS file, which is the Clo avatar size file. And now I'm going to delete this avatar and bring in another avatar from the V2 folder. So let's bring in Grace. And Grace is again in the default Clo size. If I want Grace to have the customized avatar size that I just had, I'm just gonna find it over here in my library and drag and drop. And you'll see that now Grace is customized to the avatar size that I saved earlier. Let's suppose I want to go ahead and save the complete avatar and not just the size folder. What I can go ahead and do is on top in File, we have the option to save as avatar. And this will save Grace as the complete avatar with the size. So that's .avt instead of .avs. Again, I'm just selecting the folder and naming my avatar. Once this is done, go ahead and click on Save. And now you will find that avatar in the folder in my library right here. So I'm going to delete the avatar that's currently in my workspace and just double click and you'll see that I can import in Grace as a complete avatar.